Welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out some more Zach gun rants. This is part 7. I have learned quite a bit and still somehow know absolutely nothing. I mean, I am a certified professional and you can totally trust and believe in my opinion at all times. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. It'd really help me out. I'd very, 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 very much appreciate it. Thank you. Are you ready? Let's go.
The MP5, the 10mm MP5 is just, it's an MP5, but it shoots a 10mm round.
As opposed to what it normally fires, which is
9mm.
Okay.
So it's 1mm bigger.
All right, slightly larger MP5.
And it's a lot more powder behind it. I'm pretty sure they made them specifically for the FBI, because the FBI for a very short period of time was like, we're going 10 mil on everything.
Oh,
10
no.
mil forever. And then like very shortly after accepting that, they went, actually our little sissy boys can't shoot 10 mil because it's too powerful.
That's unfortunate.
We're gonna go to 40 Smith & Wesson instead.
Oh.
History lesson.
Yeah. And then
Imagine that's how, like, people tell the story way later. It's be like, oh yeah, they couldn't do it because they're little sissies. That's crazy.
P90. Oh, look, it's even got the ring sight on it, which is fucking terrible.
I don't like that.
It's even got the really bad optic.
It's so accurate.
No, well, it's missing the iron sights.
I don't like it.
There's iron sights on a P90. Can you guess where the iron sights on the P90 are?
The most nonsense placement possible, surely.
As high as they could possibly go.
No, the iron sights are on the right and left side of the optic.
Oh, all right.
So there's
What?
just missing a little notch on the right and left side of the optic.
Why?
I've owned 2 PS90s now, which is the civilian semi-auto version of a P90. The first time I owned one, I had owned it for probably about a good year, and then somebody pointed out that there were iron sights on it. And I was like, there's no fucking iron sights on a P90, you stupid idiot.
Oh no.
Dumb moron. There's no iron sights on this thing. And then I went home and picked up my P90 and I was like, see, there's no iron sight. There's iron sights on this. Yeah. How did I not know there's iron sights on this gun?
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, just didn't even realize they were on there. I was much stupider back then.
I love that he says much stupider, because that is not a word, but that is a word that I use often, okay? You're not more stupid. You're just stupider, okay?
I still am, but I was also stupid then. I like how the thing to check if it's loaded or not, the character kind of doesn't know what to do, because there's really no good way to check if the magazine is... There's really no good way to check if there's a round in the P90, aside from taking the magazine out.
Really?
Shrugs.
So you kind of go, it's probably loaded. The 2 ways to check if your P90 is loaded is to turn the entire gun over so that you're now holding it upside down and pull the charging handle back a little bit to see if there's a round in the chamber. The other way is to continue holding the gun normally, press the magazine release, lift up on the magazine release and prop it on the top of the stock, and then pull the charging handle back to see if there's a round in the chamber.
Oh my god.
So complex.
Yeah, it's a little annoying. Don't get me wrong, man. I love the P90. I really do. I think the P90 is amazing. I think it's super cool, but it is, at the end of the day, a blowback operated submachine gun with really goofy magazines that shoots a cartridge that is of questionable usefulness.
That explains why most of the magazines I've seen for the P90 are transparent.
So that you can see how many rounds are in the mag? Yeah.
Oh, that's a little cheat sheet, actually. I like that. Also, I've talked about it before. This feels like a different kind of insult. This, like, just big, bulky, I don't even know what to call this. It's worse when it has, like, the ears on, like, either side. Like, I don't like it, and I especially don't like this. Like, it's just so bulky. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good choice.
I love the P90. It's so freaking cool. But because it was not widely adopted by basically anybody, like, there's some militaries that adopted it, there's some police units that adopted it, but not in, like, large enough numbers to really mean anything. Nobody developed good magazine pouches for it, or sling systems, or ways to attach lights to it. It's just kind of like everything was an afterthought.
Yeah, I guess there is no rail to attach a flashlight.
You can bolt rails to the sides of it, but that's kind of about it. And then there was a version of the P90 that's the P90TR, which stands for triple rail, where instead of having the emergency iron sights or having the ring sight optic on there, it's just 3 rails. So 2 rails on each side and then 1 on the top so that you can attach whatever optic you want and then lights or lasers.
I see this. This looks like a freaking Halo gun to me, man. I don't like anything to do with this. This is not enjoyable. I don't like this.
And they discontinued it. They stopped making it. Why is there a circus over there? Yeah, FN discontinued the P90TR. They just decided, yeah, we don't need to make the TR anymore. Nobody wants that one. So now the only one they make is the one that has the emergency sights on it. But because the ring sight optic is not very good and also stupidly expensive, the only one that the FN sells anymore is this one with this big goofy rail on it that has an iron sight in the center of the rail. So now when you buy a PS90 or a P90 from FN, it's got 3 iron sights on it. It's got one on the left.
Sorry. This makes me feel like a peeping Tom, dude. This is so bad. Can you use these? Like, if you use that, what do you have to do? Like, how do you even use something that's on the side like that? Am I just stupid? I don't... I just hate this entirely. I'm just a day one hater.
Side of the receiver and right side of the receiver, and then one on the rail in the middle of the receiver, which is adjustable from 3 different points.
Okay, so it is adjustable.
Everything about the P90 is weird and goofy. Now they have a newer version of the ring sight optic, which is a battery-powered one. But the original one was powered by fiber optics and tritium. And there's 2 spots that it can be illuminated from with fiber optic, from the front and from the top. It's real weird.
Okay.
Like, why would you design an optic like that? Everything about the P90 is weird.
Yeah.
It makes it fascinating. It makes it interesting.
It's a very, very interesting submachine gun. It's really cool. I think they're really neat, but you kind of really gotta want to use one in order to use one.
I think just because something is interesting doesn't make it good. And there's definitely things that are like so bad that you think that they're good, and that could be something with this. Like, if you actually like one, that's your prerogative, that's perfectly fine, that's your taste. This just does like absolutely nothing for me, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because now you gotta find some weird ad hoc way to carry your magazines. They don't fit in submachine gun magazine pouches, and they barely fit in AR magazine pouches. They're too long to be held in a standard retention AR mag pouch that uses like flaps. They're too long to go in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The flaps won't close. So you gotta use like an elastic retention one, and then those don't work great.
You're generally not bringing a P90 into combat. You're holding onto it as a collector's item or for shooting competitions or something.
Yeah, you're getting it more of like a collector's gun. And again, that wasn't really its purpose. The P90 was designed more as like, well, to be completely fair, the PDW trials weren't specifically for the P90. The PDW trials that NATO started doing in the 80s were for the cartridge, not the weapon. They were trying to find a cartridge to replace 9mm. And there's some people that are speculating that the... Hang on, we're gonna use a P90 on this guy.
Oh God. Oh.
There we go. Woo!
Didn't like
There's
that.
some people that are speculating the entire reason that they did that cartridge was because basically the Belgians and the French were like, hey, NATO, you know what would be really cool? You know what would be really cool, you guys? If you adopted this fun cartridge we made, that'd be really great. And then you can give us lots of money. You can give us a lot of money. That would be fun. And NATO was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, there's some speculation that maybe it was kind of a political dealing to get this cartridge replaced. Oh, and then there's a whole nother thing about the 5.7 cartridge that everybody always says whenever you read about the P90 or the 5.7 cartridge is that it was designed to defeat Soviet body armor. And I probably said that at one point in the past, but more information has come out recently that it was never designed to penetrate Soviet body armor. In fact, it can't penetrate Soviet body armor because most of the time, the Soviet body armor was a 6mm thick titanium plate.
Oh.
Which you can't even really penetrate with most standard 5.56 ammo.
Yeah.
You can if you use like AP ammo, but then you're getting into a whole different thing. So the concept of it penetrating this armor was kind of a farce just to begin with. They did have an armor plate that it had to penetrate, which was a 1mm thick titanium plate with like 20 layers of Kevlar. And yes, P90 AP ammo will go through that. But it's like, nobody's using that plate as body armor. That plate exists only for saying that it will penetrate armor.
Okay.
That's crazy. What false advertising? Like getting something like bare minimum of, oh, it'll pierce body armor, but you don't specify the actual thing that it can pierce. You just blanket say that it'll pierce body armor and that's your selling point. That's crazy.
So yeah, the 5.7 cartridge was designed as a bid to replace 9mm, which it failed at. And then I think in even more of the trials, because I have like the 80-page document, I've been reading through it.
Of course you did.
I was reading through it recently. From the total trial, I think what they said happened was 5.7 is ballistically better against unarmored targets, but 4.6 has more armor penetration.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because 4.6 is just straight up like a tungsten penetrator.
Okay.
Well, 4.6 AP ammo is just straight up like a tungsten or a carbide penetrator, whereas 5.7 is a penetrator inside a copper jacket. So despite the fact that 5.7 is a bigger bullet than 4.6, 4.6 has a more substantial penetrator to it.
Huh.
It's a lot in a small package.
Okay, all right, Mike.
Anyway, I've rambled about the P90 for long. I like the P90. Do you know why I like the P90? I guess the fact that it's a completely ambidextrous bullpup is kind of interesting. Amazing. I think it's truly a
cool.
straight wall cartridge. 5.7 cartridge has no parent cartridge. Its magazine is unique to this gun. 90 degrees.
Is this guys what you is this what you hear? Is this what you hear when I start rambling about Twilight? is just all of this? I feel like this has to be somewhat accurate.
7x28mm cartridge has no parent cartridge. Its magazine is unique to this gun. 90 degrees really gets to the end of the magazine. CZ805 Bren.
That's great.
Yep, the CZ Bren. So this is the A1 Bren, and then I think I found the A2 as well.
Yes.
Okay. Pause. Back it up a moment. Okay. Do I like this? I think I like this. I'm not sold on the sight. It's not the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. But I think if it didn't have the little frickin' ears, which I think I've been told that that's like necessary, if it just didn't have those, if it was just a little bit less, I think I would like it more. But I think I do like this. Okay.
Damn, that actually has its own custom animation. Holy shit. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of experience with them. From everything I've read and seen, they work incredibly well. They're very reliable.
Would you like to use it to kill our next target?
Maybe. Let me see what else we got. Yeah!
Ooh.
Winchester 1897
Okay. So, there's nothing here, right? There's nothing here. If there was just a little bit more, I think that's what I like. I like the most, like, minimal shit for a sight. And I really like these kinds of guns.
Trench gun!
Ooh!
All right, Mike, you get one guess who the Winchester 1897 is designed by.
Winchester.
Nope, it was John Browning.
What? What? Okay, fine. That's on me. Never assume, guys.
Because he just designs everything, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was designed. Well, it's a modification of the Winchester 1893, which was designed by John Browning. It works great. It's an amazing pump-action shotgun. The one thing that everyone will not shut up about on this shotgun is that it does not have a disconnector. Basically, it means if you hold down the trigger and rack the action, it'll fire as soon as the action is closed.
Oh.
Huh?
It's not a fully automatic shotgun because it's pump action.
Right.
It just means it has what's called slam fire.
Yeah,
So
so you pump it and it's like a...
It's just gonna keep firing. It's of dubious use. I really don't think slam fire is actually that useful. It's...
Yo. I need a man to slam fire me. No, okay, listen. That's... I don't think I've ever seen... Have I seen something like that in movies? I don't think so. Just where you're constantly racking and it... That would be interesting to actually see, though.
fun. It's fun to go to the firing range and just go bah, 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 bah,
Yeah,
bah,
I can imagine.
drill rounds out of this thing.
Sure.
But it's not very effective.
It's kind of like when you're using a super soaker, you can hold down the trigger and pump action it, and it will spray, but it's not great.
That's kind of accurate. Got a cheese grater on it. And then it also has a bayonet lug, which is that thing on the front. That's so you can add a bayonet to it.
If you wanted to, yeah, then you could use it in the trenches.
I don't very much care for the cheese grater, personally.
Normally, the way a bayonet works is the latch for the bayonet is usually on the hilt of the knife.
This is not bad. I don't hate this. I think if this was just more solid, I'd prefer it more. But that's really like the only gripe I have, truth be told.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a ring on the front of the handle of the bayonet.
Yeah.
And that usually goes around the barrel of whatever you're attaching the bayonet to.
Mm.
But because the 12-gauge shotgun barrel is a little bit too big, they had to add a ring to the end of it that's the same width as a Springfield 1903 barrel, so that you can actually attach the bayonet to it.
That's a bit silly, but okay.
Yeah, it's a little odd. It just means that you have this like circle of metal that the bayonet actually locks into.
Okay.
Mm.
There are stories about people who were trained in trap and skeet shooting during World War I, standing in the trenches and shooting grenades before they could be thrown over the trench.
What?
Supposedly, they would position them in the trenches, and if they saw a grenade flying over, they would shoot the grenade out of the air.
That's sick! What? Oh, that is a crazy mental image. Holy.
And you can do that. It actually does work.
I guess?
It would be incredibly difficult to do, and it basically means that you would have to just be standing there, like, if this is the wall of like, I'm down here, this is the wall of the trench. It means that I'm standing here for hours on end, looking for a grenade, looking for a dirt-colored thing to come flying out of a cloudy sky.
You've got to be really on alert.
As far as I know, I haven't seen any proof that actually happened.
That would be sick, though.
Well, now we know the origins of skeet shooting. It was practice shooting down grenades as they came towards the trenches.
No.
Let's go kill that bounty target.
The f did you get that info from? Don't tell people that. They're going to think it's real.
What? You mean that's not real? I've committed that to memory. That's rewriting history. What do you mean? Whoa. Okay. Pump the brakes a moment.
Don't tell people that. They're going to think it's real.
I like this. I like this. I would demand that the serial number, whatever this is supposed to be, I'm guessing this is a serial number, say boobs. But I'm on board.
Whoa. The
Okay.
fire rate on this thing.
That's a fast fire, whatever that is.
That's a Suomi.
Oh.
Do I like this? I need to see like a side, like a profile.
Suomi means Finland.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a Finnish submachine gun.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a KP31. I love submachine guns.
Interesting.
Submachine guns are probably my favorite guns.
Wait a
And
Is it just the animation? Or is his thumb squeezing this part of the gun.
They're
Oh, shit.
31. I love submachine guns.
Is that doing that, or am I tweaking?
Submachine guns are probably my favorite guns, and the Suomi is no exception because it's just a Finnish submachine gun, open bolt. It's basically almost all submachine guns up until World War II are this, where it is tube with big metal thing that make bullet go pew.
Looks like his grip is tightening. Oh, okay, understood. Thank you.
Okay.
That's basically like all submachine guns up until post World War II are just tube.
All right.
What's the named one? It's got a longer barrel. Okay. Oh, I don't think.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this entirely, but I don't hate it. I want to like it a bit more. I'm on the fence, but I don't hate it.
It has a stock either. If this is what I think it is, you would insert the submachine gun into a porthole so that you could shoot out of inside a bunker. So that's why the no stock and the longer barrel. So because the longer barrel is supposed to fit through a porthole, and then the no stock is so that you can just kind of wiggle it around and point it at whatever.
Oh, that makes
Okay.
sense. Like you're firing from inside of a tank.
Yeah.
Or that tank doesn't move because it's a bunker.
Yeah. Basically.
Sure.
And which means that as cool as this thing is, I probably really won't use it very much because I would rather have a stock if I'm going to be carrying this around and actually using it.
Yeah.
God, I love submachine guns though.
I know you
They're
do.
they're so cool. It's interesting in that it has a replaceable barrel.
What the f are you holding? We're not gonna talk about that. That's not, I don't want to talk about that.
So it's a submachine gun, right?
Right.
But it's kind of almost a light machine gun.
Got a
In that-
quick change barrel, does it?
Yeah, in that it has a replaceable barrel, and some soldiers were actually issued a second barrel to go with the gun.
Oh.
During long periods of firing, they could just swap out barrels for one that was cooler, so to help their accuracy.
Or
Also,
if they slam the first one in the door of a Humvee.
Oh my god.
well, that's why it's got the barrel shroud around it. So when you slam it in the door of the Humvee, the barrel shroud gets bent, not the barrel.
Ah.
See.
What if you slam it
Smart.
hard enough, it bends both of them.
Yeah, but that's why it has the barrel shroud, so that you only slam it a few times, and then you realize, oh, the door isn't closing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so you took a.
Ah. 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 What? Why? This looks like it should be much longer. Like it this is either smaller normally, or it like is cut off or something. Like this looks so wide mouth. It's weird. This is so incredibly stumpy that I don't believe it needs this. I don't know why we have such a large sight on it. This just looks like this should only be this little gun. And it should be just a one hand. Like, I don't know. Why? How? Oh no.
Sawed-off shotgun. You attached a really bad stock to it and a vertical grip on the front, and then put a really crappy Chinesium night vision optic on it.
Give it a try.
I'm good. Oh my god.
I'm not even use the vertical foregrip, Zach. You have a second arm.
No. I hate that.
Second arm.
Your hand is in the sight, brother.
Yay!
I hate that. I irrationally hate this. This is bad.
Hey.
I hate this.
Thank you.
Well, it is definitely an affront to common sense, is what I'm thinking.
I guess if you don't want it, you could give it to Eliza. But she doesn't use anything besides her gun.
She won't use it because she actually has taste.
So do I. Look at this taste I've got carrying around. Yeah, delicious taste.
I don't want to talk about this. Please don't. Let's not look at this. I don't even want to talk about this. I'm gonna close my eyes.
Looks like you attached a paint gun to a super soaker. Did you get that from Splatoon?
I don't even know.
I hate that.
What's the 45 machine pistol?
Whoa.
What the? Okay, it's got.
Yo, we're bricked up? Okay. I like this so far.
A Glock rear sight. It's like a Stechkin, but square.
The boxy Stechkin.
That's very strange.
I mean, I'm not in love with it, but like, that's okay.
And I don't like it.
Oh, we
Compact
disagree.
45 submachine gun. Oh, okay. So this is just a. I know I'm gonna get the number wrong. Don't worry about it. This is a Mac
11.
11. Well, there's the Mac 11 and there's the Mac 10. And I can never remember which one is which. I always get the numbers confused in my head.
We'll split the diff. Call it the Mac 10 and a half.
No, well, you can't do that with guns, Mike.
Why not?
That would be like saying that. Well, Fallout New Vegas takes place in between Fallout 3 and 4, so we'll call it Fallout 3 and a half. Sure.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 and a half is my favorite Fallout game.
Didn't Lion King do that? Literally, just do it. Just do it anyway. Who cares?
Although, if I say that, it might confuse people because they'll think I'm talking about Fallout Van Buren.
This is the Mac 10. I don't know why the stock is extended,
yeah, I don't like
because
that.
that's one of the first things I would do.
I don't like that.
What, you can't handle a little recoil? You got it.
There's a button. Yeah, there it is. See that button right there? You push that button and the stock slides backwards.
All right.
Oh, neat. They actually animated this with an open bolt because it's an open bolt submachine gun.
Oh, you gotta get dirt in there.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. This isn't a... Is it...
Oh.
This isn't a gun. It's a bathtub.
What?
This is a... Oh, no, this is an AM... Okay, so this is the AMT Automag in 357, which is...
Isn't this too thick? Is this... This feels off balance. The actual, like, body of the gun seems fine, but, like, this just seems so thick.
Basically a modified 1911. I thought for a second that it was a Kunin 357.
Okay.
Which is, again, a 1911 and 357
Yeah, it's
Magnum.
fine.
But no!
Ah! Why? Why so thick? Oh, I don't care for that at all.
Something else.
Any rimmed cartridge is notoriously difficult to get it to function in a semi-automatic pistol.
Which explains why these folks died trying to use it on us.
Oh my god,
Rim lock is a very real thing.
Doesn't sound like a real thing. Sounds made up.
Normally, on basically any semi-automatic cartridge, it's pretty much just straight all the way back. With 357, there's a big rim around the very back end of the cartridge. Because it's supposed to be in a revolver. That's like what it was designed for, was to go into a revolver.
Just taking revolver ammo, putting it in a handgun.
So what you can have happen if you put the cartridge into a magazine is you can potentially have the rim of the cartridge slips behind the cartridge that's under it, which then means that it doesn't want to feed now because it's locked against the cartridge that is under it.
And that's called rim lock.
That's called rim lock, and it's really annoying when it happens because it basically means you gotta take the mag out of the gun and you gotta figure out how to get that round out of there now. Oh yeah, and we found an AN-94, which I'm pretty sure we found one before?
It's hard for me to keep.
Do I like this? I think I might like this. I'm on the fence. But my mind is open.
We cracked all the different firearms we found.
Hey, it actually does the two-shot burst thing. Hell yeah! I'm hotkeying this.
All right.
We'll replace the P90 with the AN-94 for a little bit.
You spent all that time looking for a P90? And then you replace it on
Well, I don't have any ammo for it.
Oh.
That's why I'm replacing it.
I see.
If I had ammo for it, I would continue using it. But also, hyperburst.
Nice.
Two to the chest, two to the...
I don't super love this going from thick to a little bit, like, thinner, and then like this whole I'm very on the fence.
You know what the rear sight looks like to me?
Um,
It looks like one of the pieces from the 1980s game Crossfire.
yeah.
It looks like the thing, like there's the marble in the center of it, and it just looks like it's sitting out there, and you're just shooting it with the little thing. Crossfire! You get caught up in that. Why did that song have to go so fucking hard?
And the commercial was great, too.
Why did that commercial have to go so hard? It didn't. I know we're supposed to be talking about the AN-94, but the game Crossfire. The Russian military did adopt this gun, but the way the Russian military adopts guns is very different from how the U.S. military adopts guns. The U.S. military goes, we need a new rifle. So they do this long, drawn-out process where they're like, we need a new rifle, and it needs to meet this requirement, this requirement, this requirement, this requirement, this requirement.
Okay. Who's
willing to make one? We're just doing an open proposal to all companies. Make us this rifle.
Give us a sample.
It literally is, give us a sample of this gun. We're not going to pay you for it. And then we'll go to the phase 1 trials after the RFP. Once we finally select the gun, then we'll pay you for it. So it's resulted in several times where the U.S. military has been like, we want this thing. And then a bunch of people set up tooling and make prototypes of this gun. And then the military goes, never mind, we don't actually want it. So now they made like millions of dollars worth of equipment for a trial.
And they go out of business.
That the military didn't adopt. They don't go out of business, it's just the military doesn't adopt it. Anyway, the way Russians adopt guns is someone will make like a prototype and the Russians will go, that's great, we're adopting it. And then they make a bunch of them and they field them to the soldiers and the soldiers use them for a bit and then say, hey, I don't like this and this and this. So then they go back and then they update it and then now there's another version of the gun that's been adopted. So basically they'll adopt a gun, but then they're still testing it while it's being adopted.
Oh, that's smart.
It's not as if the U.S. military doesn't iterate.
The U.S. military gets basically almost all of the iterations out before they ever field the gun on a wide scale. And yes, they do updates to it, which is what the A1 means.
Yeah.
Is like the update to that gun. So you have the M16 and then the A1, the A2, the A3,
the A4. Exactly.
So
I guess I can see both. I guess it depends on the quality of the first version. Because if you're able to trust that first version and then give it out, versus if you want it completely fixed and then I guess I see both actually.
they do iterate, and the M16 is kind of an outlier because usually most guns that are adopted by the U.S. military don't make it past like the A2 variant. The M16 is an exception because it's an exceptionally good gun.
I guess it did have a long staying power.
Yeah, it did. Like the M1 Garand has like maybe one iteration to it. The M14 has maybe one iteration to it. And then the M16's got 4. And then you also have the M4 carbine, which has, I think 2 iterations to it.
Yeah, M4 and the M4A1.
But yeah, what I'm saying is the Russian military doesn't bother getting all of the trial stuff out of the way. They just adopt it as is and say, we've adopted it. That doesn't mean that it's widely used. It just means that it's in the military.
Okay. And then you have a bunch of different variants.
Yeah, you end up with a bunch of different variants, and it kind of results in a logistical nightmare.
Yeah.
Anyway, the AN-94 was briefly adopted by the Russian military, and I say briefly because, like, they used it, and then they didn't really bother implementing any of the iterations because it's too fucking expensive. There's too many inner working parts to this thing. It requires too much machine time. It's way too expensive, and it's a hell of a lot easier just to keep giving people AK-74s.
I see.
Damn.
It's a really interesting rifle. It's really cool. I do kind of wish it had caught on, but like looking at one internally, I can understand why they did not issue it to soldiers.
Yeah, it's a fun, fascinating thing, but maybe not good for widespread use.
It's a really cool gun. The magazine is like canted to the side of the.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, I put it in. Okay. I goofed there. That was my bad. The magazine is canted off to the side, and that's basically, when I say canted, I mean like if you look at the gun straight on from the front or the back, you'll notice the magazine sticks out of it at a weird angle.
Okay.
If you don't know anything about guns, and I showed you an image of this for just like a second, you'd be like, oh, it's an AK. But like the pistol grip is so far backwards that it's almost not on the receiver anymore, which is really funny to me. It is a little disappointing that it didn't see more use or see more modification just because of how innovative this thing is to small arms design?
Well, it's quirky, but would you say it's innovative?
Yes, I would definitely say it's innovative.
You say that, but no one else has tried to mimic it?
Because of how complicated it is.
Yeah.
Something can be incredibly innovative, but still complicated and unwieldy and weird.
Okay.
Like, the Wankel engine is incredibly innovative, but it...
Wankel? Are we just gonna skip right past Wankel? I'm sorry. Maybe... That's... No. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Weird.
The Wankel engine?
Yeah, rotary engine. The spinning Dorito. And
Thank you, Mike. At least you also wanted to comment on it. Thank you.
there's not really many cars that use it. I think Mazda is actually bringing that engine back in one of their newer cars.
Oh
which
no,
is
the
cool.
Wankel hit my ankle!
Oh my god.
So you see it's got those two weird little ears on the top of the front sight?
Yeah.
I think those two ears are for tritium inserts. Or like radium paint. And then you put a thing on the back of it, because the Russians really like putting night sights on their guns.
Okay.
Because they don't want to issue soldiers' optics.
Okay.
I like firearms that have like interesting quirks about it. It's like, I like the Desert Eagle. It's a semi-automatic gun, a short stroke gas piston operated pistol that fires a revolver cartridge. That's why I like the Desert Eagle. That's weird.
Okay. Didn't you say you thought the Desert Eagle was overrated?
I do think it's overrated. I still like it.
Yeah, you can think both. You can like something and also know that it's very either overhyped or kind of, I don't know, just overrated. Just it can both be good and or not, maybe not overrated, because I feel like overrated is a very negative thing, but I feel like overhyped is kind of more, or maybe that still is negative. I don't know. It can be both in the same time, I think, personally.
And also, I think 50 Action Express is overrated.
We'll clear out the area. We'll check out these new firearms.
Also, this guy had a gun called Anarchy, which is apparently a modified L85, so I'm amazed that it even functioned when he pointed it at us.
Oh.
It's got... Wow, okay, so you took an L85 and you made it worse by attaching a bunch of nails to the outside of it and bending the front sight.
Ew!
And he bent the protector wing on the front sight.
Ew!
There we go, Dragunov SVD.
There you go.
Oh?
If only we had that for the sniper battle earlier. Oh well. What you gonna do?
I'm not fighting
Okay.
the end, Mike. I had an M107. That worked perfectly well. Well, I'm sorry, an M82. I feel like a lot of Russian guns just kind of look like AK, but are not.
Okay, I don't mind this. I think this is okay.
Actually AK.
Yeah.
The Dragunov is actually short stroke gas piston operated, unlike the AK, which is long stroke gas piston operated.
Of course.
It shoots 7.62 by 54R instead of 7.62 by 39.
Okay.
A lot of people call it a sniper rifle. I would very, very hesitate to call it a sniper rifle. I would say it's more like a designated marksman rifle is a
This thing? We're calling this thing a sniper rifle?
better term for it.
A combat sniper rifle.
You're hitting man-sized targets at 1,000 yards, and that's really all you need it to do.
Sure.
And we're gonna use the Dragunov indoors because I'm stupid.
Nice.
Oh, hey, a commando service SMG. Neat.
Looks like,
God, I hate it.
It's an AR, but in 45 ACP.
it's
Ew!
got a weird barrel on the front.
It's
Yeah,
very
just a free-flow handguard.
bulbous.
That's an interesting looking.
Why does it look like a dial phone? What? I don't think I like this.
Version of an AR?
Yep. It's just a blowback operated AR-15. You took an AR-15 receiver, put a barrel in it for 45, converted it to straight blowback instead of direct impingement, and there you go.
Painted the front sight post with radium?
No, I think it's just rusty.
Mm.
This is the La France M16K-45, which is a 45 caliber submachine gun. They basically took an AR-15 and converted it to 45 ACP.
Okay.
Yep, so instead of being direct gas impingement, now it's just blowback operated.
Okay.
Got a really funny hand guard.
Yeah, it's like
a circle.
It's a free float handguard.
I don't like that.
They started out making like shorter versions of the M16 for special forces to use in like Vietnam,
It does look similar.
and then well, I mean, because it's an AR-15 or M16 that's just been shortened, and it's in a different caliber.
An M4 is already an M16 that's been shortened, though.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember that they didn't have the M4 during Vietnam.
Oh.
The M4 is a derivative of the XM177, which is in and of itself a derivative of the M16. So.
Okay.
So funny thing about the forward assist, you see how there's like a little cutout on the bolt right there?
Yeah.
That little cutout serves two purposes. One, it gives space for this little detent to go when the dust cover is closed, and then when the bolt cycles backwards, it pops the dust cover open. And two, if for some reason the bolt doesn't go fully into battery, you can just stick your thumb on that cutout, which is basically the same size as a human thumb, and push the bolt forward.
What?
So you don't even need the forward assist because you can just push the bolt forward with your thumb if it gets stuck.
Yeah, but then you gotta stick your thumb inside your firearm, and
It's
that's
barely
scary.
even inside the gun. It's right on the outside of it. It's just going like, beep, and just pushing it forward a little bit.
Oh, I feel much better pressing the button.
The forward assists are dumb.
Yeah.
Forward assists are stupid. Is it gonna be an H&K P7?
Ooh.
No, it's a
This is
Glock.
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Did I for some reason insist on one-handing? You know, they did a good job modeling this Glock. It's a little bit big. I think, okay, so it's a Glock 19.
Ah, dude, I am just such a basic bitch. Like, I have no notes. This is just pretty. I just like this. Like, this is what I would buy. Good. 10 out of 10. Basic, but good.
But they added the pinky extension. But the Glock 19 grip is big enough that you can get all your fingers on it, so you don't need the pinky extension. And this doesn't add any extra magazine capacity.
It's more comfortable.
Pentagon on the barrel. You know what the Pentagon means?
The Pentagon is a government building. That's what it means.
They work for the Pentagon.
No, it means it's a polygonally rifled barrel.
Damn it. That was close. I feel like it was in spirit the same answer. Also, thanks, Mike, for for agreeing with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's a mercenary pistol?
Oh.
Ew, it's a Tokarev TT-33. Oh, God, I touched it.
Wait, we don't like it? What?
Gross.
Free gun for you, Raider.
What?
Disgusting. Let me go look at it again.
That's why the robot wasn't hostile. Always going in there and getting the Tokarev gun.
Oh my God. Oh my
Wait,
God. He's
why do we
finally
hate
gonna get rid
it?
of the Tokarev. Thank God.
Not a fan
I mean,
of
that's
Tokarev.
okay.
Not really. It's the Tokarev TT-33 is basically Russia's 1911 clone from the 1930s. They looked at a 1911 and they said, "Yeah, we'll make this, but we'll make it shit."
I see.
They're not great. They usually feel really chintzy. I'm sure in 1930 it was actually somewhat serviceable, but man, I don't like the Tokarev TT-33.
As we've seen.
They're not great.
Yeah, it seems fine to me.
They're kind of interesting thing about 7.62x25, because during World War II, almost everything that was like standard issue in Russia was in 7.62 millimeter.
Right.
Not almost everything, but a lot of the.
Hello?
Is someone else astral projecting?
Stop laughing! It's not funny.
Chloe?
It's not funny. You think you're funny. You think you're funny. You think you're
What?
think you're real chuckle nuts.
That wasn't me.
What?
Well, I was able to shoot her.
Might have already been dead. I don't know if that did anything.
Because a lot of stuff that Russia was using.
Oh yeah, back to the
Immediately back-
conversation.
Immediately back.
I mean, they interrupted you.
She interrupted me and I wasn't done talking. It's just like that meme of like the guy talking to the
Oh
girl
my
and he's got his like,
God.
arm around her and he's like pointing at her. It's just I'm just that right now. So because for a while everything Russia was using was 7.62 millimeter, it resulted in a really interesting thing where the PPSH-41 submachine gun was actually, the barrels for it were actually made out of recycled Mosin Nagant barrels. The barrels that wouldn't pass inspection, they would chop the barrel in half and then rechamber that half of the barrel for 7.62x25.
Huh.
Isn't that fascinating?
Isn't that neat?
Splinter?
Isn't that neat? I'm glad I interrupted everything to tell you that.
Or is this knowledge wasted on you?
It's completely wasted on her. She doesn't care.
Damn. Dude, that was cute. Getting interrupted and then just immediately back to what you were talking about. No, that's cute. Okay. All right. I liked a couple of these. I had not the very good time with some of them as well. But overall, I I really, really enjoyed this. I liked seeing Zach actually have such a strong reaction to disliking one of these, because I feel like it's normally me that freaks out. But please make sure that you check out the original video and see me link down below. If you like my video, make sure you like and subscribe so I can see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye!